Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I am going live here on Insta, hopefully, and Facebook. Okay, are we there? Are we live? Let's see. Okay. Hopefully we're live on Insta and Facebook. If you guys are there with me on Insta, just give me a shout out. Let me know that you're there. Let's see. All right. No, we'll have to start again. Let's discard that. All right. Ooh, 1 second, Facebook fam. I'm trying to do too much today. I'm trying to do too much. Okay, so it didn't work. I have to start it over. The Insta Live, trying to do the simultaneous live. Trying is a commitment to fail. I would say if you're trying, it's not working, baby. You got to do it. Okay, all right. So good morning. Good morning. My name is Tiffany Rothe. I am your international fitness coach. And today I was teaching on the Tiffany Rothe Fit Club. And I'm so happy to acknowledge myself for something, because as I was teaching, I was thinking about all the different fitness trainers out there. Now, I'm never in comparison mode. I don't think that we should ever compare, but we can observe and learn, right? And I know that there's some fitness coaches out there that they focus on how strong they are and how good they look, right? And they feel so great because they're strong and good. And that's all good too. I love that. I'm all for that type of inspiration and motivation. However, I know that I am amazing. I'm talking about the top of the line because of how strong I can make you, right? So my glory, my celebration is in how many lives I have actually touched to make them stronger, fitter, faster, better. Like, this is how I know I am freaking top of the top. And I just want to acknowledge myself today because I feel so proud of that. And we get to acknowledge ourselves for the things that we're very, very good at. And I'm very, very good at helping people to elevate their lives mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. Well, let me just say this. We were working out today. Okay, we were doing legs. And you know, leg days will have you thinking about your past, present, and future, right? Because you're in there. And I realized that, yes, we want to make our body strong, but how do we make our body strong? How do you actually get up? First step is that you got to be mentally strong. You got to be mentally strong in certain ways. You have to tell yourself that you're going to do something and then actually follow through, right? So there's a lot of us that say, I'm not putting myself in there. Okay, yes, sometimes I do that. But however, I am always elevating. So there are sometimes I say I'm going to do things and I don't do it. Let me just keep it 100, right? But I'm aware of it, right? So I acknowledge it to myself, and then I recreate a scenario where I can commit to being my word moving forward. Nobody's perfect, right? So what you get to do is you get to lift mental muscles every day. So if you say you're going to do something, do it. That starts with your workout. This is what I love about working out. It's a metaphor for life. So when you say you're going to wake up in the morning and do a workout, do it. That's called mentally strong. That's called following through on your word. So there are mornings, and everybody knows me at the Tiffany Rothe Club. I'm like, okay, I'm not really sure I wanted to be here, but I'm here because it's really true that sometimes you show up more for others than you do for yourself. And if you know that that's true for you, you must be in a community. You must be in a community. Because I have that community there waiting for me, I get my butt up. That's called accountability. Accountability is a part of success. So in order to be mentally strong, you got to set yourself up for success. And if that includes community, accountability, getting a coach, do what you got to do to get what you got to get, right? And that is a result that you want. So number one, are you mentally strong? Ask yourself, if you say you're going to do something, do you actually do it? When you do that, it's like lifting weights for your brain. It's like lifting weights for your ability to be your word. You get stronger and stronger and stronger. So the next type of strong is physical strength. Now the great thing is when you apply your mental strength to your physical strength, oh my God, you're unstoppable. So when you take that mental strength and you say, I'm going to get up and I'm going to do my workout, right? And then you get up and you do your workout. You actually do it. You put your body where your mouth is, right? So when you add that layer of actually doing the thing that you think about, that's how you get physically strong. Physically strong, I always say in the TRC, just being able to count. Tell yourself, I'm going to do 10 of these. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom! You did it, right? You kept your word. Now if you say, I'm going to do 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bang, bang! You did that. So if you just keep your word, you say, I'm going to do this. You give a number to it, a beginning, middle, and end, and you do it, that's success. And success loves success. So the more successful you are at something, the more often you want to do it, right? So you just got to be able to count, especially the way we do our workouts. We just break it up to where you just count the reps and count the how many rounds you're going to do it, and pretty soon it's done. And guess what? You do that every day and you get stronger. It's not rocket science. It just happens like that. But there is one thing I'm telling you, this is so freaking powerful, and that is your emotions. And it's not really your emotions, it's your feelings. And I'm going to tell you why, because your feelings are the stories that you tell yourself. If you wake up and you're feeling sad, then you can put yourself into the emotion of sadness. Or you can wake up and feel sad and shift into discipline, right? So you can shift your emotions by the stories that you tell yourself. You don't have to stay sad, because you can just think about something else, like something to be grateful for, and you can shift. So your feelings, that's the story that you tell yourself, actually affect your emotions. For example, right? If you're feeling like, I'm not really in the mood to work out, but then you get on the scale and you see that you lost some weight, then you feel happy, you feel motivated, so you want to go work out. Or you can step on the scale and you gain weight and you tell yourself, okay, I feel sad about that. This doesn't work. So you don't work out, right? So it's a weird way that we take our feelings and then we attach it to certain emotions. Your ability to overcome your feelings and elevate your emotions is strength. And you get to practice it. So you may be even in any kind of situation, say you're at work with your boss and your boss says something to you and makes you feel some kind of way. And you may want to start getting angry, right? You may want to start getting angry. That's an emotion that's available to us, getting angry. Or you can say, you know what? Maybe my boss is having a bad day. I'm not going to let the boss energy affects my energy, right? And I'm going to feel good no matter what, right? I'm going to feel good no matter what he says or she says or they do, because my feelings are my responsibility. That's the story that I tell myself. So that's what you guys get to say. You get to not let your feelings be pulled in all different directions and then tell you to feel emotionally down. Therefore, you can't get up. Keep your word and get strong, all right? So this is what you get to do. You get to become mentally strong by keeping your word, physically strong by actually doing the work, emotionally strong by the stories that you tell yourself. You need to tell yourself a story that makes you feel good about what's coming up. So if you have to work a long day, okay, no, let me just take myself for example. So I'm doing a 24-hour water cleanse, and I could say, oh my God, I'm gonna be so hungry. I'll probably get a headache. I don't know if I'll be able to do this. I'll be so weak. And I'll tell that story to my brain and my body, and that's exactly what will happen. And that's not very inspiring. Or I can tell myself, wow, after this 24 hours, I know that my cells are gonna regenerate. All of my dead, unhealthy cells are gonna fall away because they don't have anything to eat. My stronger body cells are gonna get in there and clean out my body so that I can live healthier, longer, so I can regenerate my organs. Yes, that's freaking exciting for me. And if I know that it doesn't start to really happen until 24 hours, then I get excited about hanging in there because I know what's happening on the inside is making me better. So you can tell yourself a story, and then if I do that, I feel disciplined. I feel empowered. I have a purpose. So whatever story you tell yourself can actually manipulate your emotions, right? anger, sad, happiness, joy, gratitude, all of those emotions. Jealousy, that's a low vibrational emotion, right? So if you look at somebody's Instagram and say they look really cute, and then you tell yourself a story, oh, I'll never look that cute, right? And that puts you then in jealousy, a low vibrational emotion. And when you feel there, then the things that you do are affected. But if you look at somebody and go, wow, they look really amazing. Let's see, can I be inspired, or can I learn something from what they do, their exercise, their food? And then when you see that it's easy for you to do it too, then you get excited and joyful. That's a high level emotion, but it's all based on what you tell yourself. So you guys remember, you are in control. What kind of strong do you want to be every day? Because guess what? When you put them all together, mentally strong, physically strong, emotionally strong, you are spiritually strong. Because then you are walking in greatness. You are elevated, right? You're in God's energy. You're putting everything in a line to manifest the life that is actually worth living, something that you're excited about. When you align your mental strength, your physical strength, your emotional strength, it elevates your spirit, you guys. So that gets to be our daily goal, and this is my motivation for you today. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. What are your feelings telling you? What are your thoughts telling you? And make sure that they are telling you something that your body wants to hear. Right? Your thoughts are saying, I can do it. Your body's saying, I will do it. Your heart's saying, I'm proud of you. Yes, that's how you put it to alignment. And then you feel so elevated in your spirit. So if this message helped you at all, if anybody is down or if you're down, leave me a comment. Leave me a comment after the video. Let me know what resonated with you. If you know somebody that might need to hear this today, don't be selfish. Just hit the share button. Send it over to them and say, hey sis, listen to this. Hey bro, listen to this. Because you know what? I want us to be our accountability partners. I want you to be a part of my community to make sure that we're mentally, physically, and emotionally strong together. Are you guys feeling me? Are you feeling me? So as we do this, right, together, the world becomes a better place because we have so many people that feel good about themselves. People hurt people. So I come in here and I share this with you because when people are feeling a low vibrational energy, then they want to attack and lash out and say things, and the world becomes an ugly place. But if the more of us that are elevated mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, the better the place we get to live in. The better the place we get to live in, because everybody is vibrating on a high level. All right, you guys, that's what it means to be better together. Rise to shine, all stars. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Remember, align your strength. Bye.